I'm an average dude.
Hello. Welcome. Podcast number 2.
Dos.
My name is Jan.
I'm Kyle. Like Jan said, episode 2 on a Tuesday night. Recording on a Tuesday night, November 10th. The people spoke and we listened.
Yeah, and we're here for the people.
For the people. Got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're people. And, we're just average, and we just want to, catch the average eye for everybody, and that's what we're here for.
Right. So our goal will now to be posting on Wednesday. So to record this on Tuesdays, get it out no later than Wednesday so you can make those sports bets. We could talk about the stuff we just watched, just happened. The recommendation came from Billy, who had nothing better to do with his day but than to critique our show.
Not surprising.
Thanks,
Billy.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks
for.
Hey, I enjoyed the show. No, it was just do this instead.
Hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you talk about the 49ers more? No.
Yeah, can you shave my mustache because I'm no longer allowed near parks? Like any of that stuff.
No kindergarten is not for you, Billy. Take it easy.
You will not be babysitting my children. Thank you. Have a great day. But in all actuality, we like the criticisms. We want to grow from it. We like, we went to the YouTube comments, and that's where we're going to start today's show. Justin showed us some love in the comments. Jay Money, you guys met him last time. He showed us some love. A lot of people in the Best Friends Club were messaging us in messages like, "Oh man, the show was like
awesome.
Good. We like this.
We didn't like this. We want to donate $100. Just throw. Oh no, sorry.
We're still waiting for that
we're
one.
Still
we're
waiting.
still.
Sorry. I wasn't
Crystal,
supposed to say
cousin
that.
Crystal.
We're non-profit, right?
No, we're not.
Non-profit.
We're all profit.
Sorry.
We're all profit. Bring us the profit.
We're non-profit.
But speaking of profit, T-shirts. We had a question on YouTube about T-shirts. Jan, you want to tell them how to do that?
Yeah, so we have our website that you can order T-shirts on.
Linked in the Insta, in the bio.
Right, so all you do is click on it, pick your size, pick your color, and they're $25. Once we get 12, we'll put an order in. Not 11, not 10, not 9.
What about 13?
No, not even 13, 12.
12.
As soon as we get 12, we'll put it in. So go order your shirts, and we'll get you guys all geared up.
Yeah, and Jan just showed off his impressive counting skills. So you guys should be really proud. That was the first time he's ever been that close to 12.
Thank you, guys.
You had a couple comments on the YouTube from one of the guys from
work. So one of my buddies, Nathan Martinez, he's commenting on the lineup that we put together, or Kyle put together on the basketball. And he says here are 2 lineups I would put up against Shaq without using any of the same players.
Bring them on.
Lineup 1, Hakeem Olajuwon.
So I like Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem and Shaq had like the summer. It was one of the early years of Shaq's career, but they had like $1 million bet where they were going to play one-on-one game. I don't know why it never happened. Maybe it did happen and we just don't know about it. But
on the island,
right? Wherever Hakeem's from. Not the island probably, but my bad. Sorry, Hakeem.
Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Reggie Miller, and Magic Johnson.
I like that team. I don't know if there's enough scoring on that team to compete with Shaq's team.
It seems like more of a defensive team.
Yeah,
besides Reggie Miller.
But he can't shoot them out of it.
Right.
Okay, what was the other team?
The lineup 2 is Mutombo. That's cute. Charles Barkley, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Dwayne Wade.
So you know what? What's his name? Nathan. You know what Nathan just showed us?
Speak it.
That we have average dudes who are commenting on our videos, because that was a very average thought process that goes, who's putting Mutombo on a team to play with these guys?
I'm sure not.
Like, I want Roy Hibbert out there. Just stand up tall.
I'd rather put Mike Smith out there on Shaq.
He's got a bad leg or 2.
And then we also have another one from Nathan. Pittsburgh had the type of defense last year too. They were 8-8. Ben makes all the difference. This 8-0. Enough said. You have a good point.
So now he's smart, and that's the point of being average. You're like, you get some, you miss some. Like, good job.
You got an A+ on that one. The last one you got an F. I mean,
exactly.
And it comes up to a C.
C. You're right in the middle.
Thanks, guys, and keep posting your comments, and we'll definitely read them on the show. And
we're trying to make this show better for the community, right? It's for all of us. It's for you guys. It's for us. All of those T-shirt sales. Jan's not going to go buy that yacht yet.
Not yet, but I will buy that razor.
We got to do that when we get the big sponsors like
DraftKings
or maybe your father's company
or the Pat McAfee
or
2.0 or
any of that stuff. But yeah, right now it would go to microphones, better quality for you guys, more engaging for us. Like, oh, this is why we're doing the cool. We have a community that we're serving,
For sure.
Jumping into sports, we had a NASCAR champion. Chase Elliott won the NASCAR Cup Series. You want to talk about it?
Not really.
Me neither. Let's move on. Garrett Gilbert. We both want to talk about this, right? Garrett Gilbert. If you guys don't know the name, write it down, take a picture, look it up on Google or Yahoo or Bing, because we're not accredited by any of those people yet. But Garrett Gilbert can ball, Jen.
Yes, he can. And he looked good. And I was super excited when he was out there for those Cowboys, and we were putting in work in. And I thought supposedly he's only started in the NFL. And I thought he collected himself really well. He threw the ball decent. He kind of a couple overthrows, but he had pressure. And I think the Cowboys' interior line is James Looney's back. And I think that helped out with protection. Zach Martin and Connor Williams, they're back. I mean, Connor Williams has always been there, but I think if you protect that middle, it's a lot easier to throw in the pocket, as any quarterback would know that. But I thought he did all right. And to me, the Cowboys, if you get the ball in the playmaker's hands, I think you'll be all right.
And you know what I was reminded of while we were watching that game? My name's Jay Money. You guys started a quarterback who's only thrown for 40 yards before. Oh, he's never started. I know it's crazy, 14-point spread, but I'm taking it. Easy money.
Justin, not so easy after
why do we even bring you on? Like, I don't understand. No, I'm just kidding. Like he said, if you're winning like half of your bets, you're doing good. But he lost that one.
Yeah.
Garrett Gilbert could ball.
And we tried to tell him. We tried to tell him before he made this bet. And we said, don't bet on the Cowboys.
Yeah. We finally got a Garrett in Dallas, who I like.
Yeah, not the clapper Garrett, a throwing Garrett.
No, we threw it down the field. I liked it. Should he start over Dalton when Dalton comes back from injury? What is that deep sigh about?
Let's see how he does after the bye week.
No.
And because guess who they got after the bye week? I believe it is the Baltimore Ravens. And let me fact check this really quick, though.
As he's fact checking it, it shouldn't even matter. Like, we saw what the Red Rifle was doing in there. Like, he looked horrible. He looked like he was fine being the backup. He got to Dallas, and he's like, I'm just going to get this paycheck. Garrett Gilbert looked like we finally had a good game all the way through. Even when we had Dak this year, we didn't look like this for an entire game. Our defense showed up. They were hyped. Our offense was making plays. It was a great game all the way through, and it starts with the quarterback.
So they actually got the Vikings next week, and I think he put Garrett in there and let him ball.
I mean, yeah, it's his job. I think he's earned it after that one game. We finally look competent.
Right.
And, I've watched every Cowboys game this year. It's been hard. Like, through tears, I've watched the game this year.
It's rough, man. I'm not going to lie.
But this game, I was like, even after the loss, I was pumped. Like, I was like, oh, man, we looked good.
Yeah, we looked good. The refs took it from us. That's what happens when you let the Zebras take in charge of the game.
That happens. And we played an undefeated team.
Right. So we should have won the game, honestly.
Refs are always going to make calls, and, like, sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't.
But for some reason, I feel like they go a lot against the Cowboys when I watch them play.
America's team, people want to kick you when you're down when you're America.
I know. So,
right?
I just don't know what to do anymore with that.
So we talked a little bit about how the Cowboys probably have a great case for this. But who's the best team in the NFL right now?
I mean, besides the Cowboys, I would have to go probably – I'm thinking – actually, I'm not thinking. I know who the best team in the NFL is. It's the Kansas City Chiefs.
What?
I mean, their offense is a powerhouse. They can literally throw it to anybody, and they're going to get at least a touchdown. I mean, look at their fantasy. Mahomes puts up 30. Kelsey puts up 20. Tyreek Hill puts up 20. You should know. You have Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I mean, it's unstoppable, and their defense isn't that bad. Did the Panthers give them a run for their money? Yes.
You called that.
Yes, which I said. I said when they got Christian McCaffrey, they have a decent team, and their defense is not that bad. But when it comes down to it, Mahomes ain't losing the game.
Okay, and I love how you bring up fantasy, right? Because if the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL, it's a fantasy. Why? Because it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're undefeated still. They're still undefeated.
That doesn't – undefeated means nothing when you're playing have you seen their Pittsburgh Steelers who they've beaten?
They beat the Ravens, a playoff team.
One.
They beat the Cowboys, who
Probably a playoff team.
let's be real. All right,
real.
I
That's
get it.
probably a
I get it.
playoff
I get
team.
it. Cowboys have not looked good all year, and you're like, Kyle's a homer, this or that. But Cowboys looked good that game. That game, I think we could have played with anyone in the
Oh
NFL.
yeah, easily.
And so, like, my point
they-
isn't
yeah.
they beat the Cowboys. My point is they beat a team that was good that week and
Right.
prepared to win.
Right. And that team that played, they could win the division if they could continue to play like
Hey,
this.
that could be a playoff
Because
team.
and do you want to play the Cowboys after them getting hot? I sure wouldn't, because of the all-star powerhouse that you have on their offensive side of the ball.
Hey, Garrett Gilbert.
Three receivers that can easily turn the game
And
over.
we have Garrett Gilbert, the best
Yeah.
quarterback in the NFC East. You're going to tell me it's Carson Wentz? He hasn't looked good in like a while. You're going to tell me it's Daniel Jones? He trips over his own feet while running for an 80-yard touchdown. And Alex Smith, we love you. We're glad you're back.
But
3 interceptions
you play
last
for the
game.
national team.
You play for Team Washington.
We don't really
Go
care.
Team Washington. So, yeah. I mean, so that's why I think it's the Steelers. Like you said, their defense is still phenomenal. They're entitled to a bad game. Big Ben got roughed up that game. He got a little banged up and still finished the game.
Yeah,
Still finished the drive.
It's a valid case. I just disagree with you.
Yeah, and that's why you're average, because this is another one where you're wrong. He was right about
I'm
the
not
Panthers.
wrong. I'm not wrong.
Right about
I told everyone before, the Steelers, the Cowboys, I said the Cowboys are going to win this game or give them a run for their money.
I don't
And
even
they should have won. They should have. They did won. They should have won the game.
I just don't know what we're talking about. A team's undefeated. Next subject. The Jets are blowing the Monday Night Football.
Is that surprising?
Okay.
Not really.
You know why it was surprising? Because as we're like even before kickoff, I just felt it. I'm like, Jets are going to win this game. And
But
then
But the thing is, it's like they blew the game. But are you surprised by they blowing the game?
did
No.
they blow the game?
Yes, they blew the game.
Or did they give the game?
I mean, to
Joe
me, that's
Flacco,
the same thing.
it's
They
not.
blow
It's
it.
not because Joe Flacco, it's not like, oh man, a mistake cost us. Joe Flacco looked great all game long, and then all of a sudden he throws this bomb that he hasn't thrown all game, and it's like, here, pick this up. It looked staged. It looked like we're gonna try hard for 3.5 quarters
Yeah, they lose at the end.
and lose it at the end. Hey, Trevor
I mean-
Lawrence, what's up, buddy?
I just don't think I was not surprised by it. I mean, personally, the Jets are not a very good team. Their defense is actually not bad, and they have a decent running back. That's besides Frank Gore being a legend, they have a pyramid. I think he's not bad, but the Patriots aren't very good.
They're not, but neither
And-
are the Jets, and they won that whole game.
But the Patriots got Cam Newton. That's pretty much what they got. And
he looked terrible. You see him throw it. Looks
all
like
he
he's
does. Yeah, the way he throws, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand how he throws it. There's times where I'm like, how do they catch that ball? But my thing is how do you not just stop him from running the ball? How hard is it? I mean, the guy's big, but come on, dude. That's all they can do.
They stopped him all game long until that last drive of the game.
The game
was
they needed to.
intentionally thrown. I'm just saying it. I'm throwing it out there. That's how I felt. Sticking in the NFL. Antonio Brown had his first game this week. You were really confident. You picked him up in your fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
How about Antonio Brown?
I think he's going to be the number one guy in Tampa.
Okay. Why?
I mean, because look at it. His first game back, he gets 5 targets. Godwin got 6. Evans got 6. Gronk got 6.
Okay.
So he's already in the mix. And let's put it this way. I don't know if you saw him catch that slant pass that Tom Brady threw.
Ooh.
Man, that was beautiful. It almost reminded me of myself back in the day, but I'm not going to bring that up or anything. But he had 31 yards.
Back in the day.
He had 31 yards. Godwin had 41 yards. Evans had 64. I mean, he's in there. And, I mean, he still looks explosive, and I think he's going to be the guy over there. So that's just my personal opinion. It's probably the right opinion. It's probably
Maybe you're due
100%.
maybe you're due for being right.
I'm just throwing this out there, guys. I was right about the Cowboys. Just saying.
He's right about the Panthers. We didn't have a disagreement on the Cowboys. It's just been tough.
Oh, yeah, the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers.
Yeah.
But so I don't know what game you were watching, because what I was watching is Antonio Brown is still that cancer that he still is.
How?
Okay, he had your 6 targets, like you said. He had
Okay.
3 catches
Okay.
for 31 yards.
Okay.
How much did that team score? 3 points?
Well, they could say that about – if you're going to say that, we could say that about the whole offensive line. We could say that all about Godwin. We could say that about Evans. We could say that about Gronk.
But before Antonio Brown
I didn't see him going all crazy in
He
the –
didn't.
Yeah,
He didn't.
absolutely.
Just his presence. Just because I have this stage 2 in my knee. Doesn't mean I can't walk, but it's there. He came in. They were averaging 32 points a game before he got there. Then they put up 3 and looked god-awful the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not just his
It's
fault.
hard when Tom Brady has no time.
Oh, no, man.
That D-line is not bad. And they put pressure on him all day. That Hendrickson guy, he was all over him. Cameron Jordan, all over him.
When there's poo-poo in the diaper, everyone knows.
But when Tom Brady's running and scrambling, it's bad because that's not what he does. And I think it's a great pickup for the Buccaneers. I think he's going to be good and he's a baller.
I don't think if anyone even has him in the league, I don't think he makes the starting lineup did he start for your team this week?
He's not on my team this week.
I thought you had him on your team.
He's on Shagoya Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
He just tried to trade me.
So whoever has Antonio Brown on their team, I don't think he cracks the starting lineup at all. I think it's just like, oh, I'm going to hold on to this guy.
Well, that's funny you say that because I started in my other league and I won that league.
You did start him?
And I won. I did. And I won.
The other league, because it's not competitive.
That one other league.
It's probably like the work league.
Everyone
knows work league.
What can I say? I know what I'm doing, you guys. Just FYI.
You remember when they were talking about Brady for MVP?
Yeah.
Can we just move on from that now? Okay, cool.
Just move on.
So we talked a lot about football, not a lot of basketball news. They did drop the schedule when they're going to start the games. Okay. We'll talk about that on a later podcast. There was only one thing that I did want to bring up basketball-wise. This is kind of like my area that I love. Yeah. John Wall, he was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, and he said today's era is too soft in the NBA. Today's NBA players are too soft. What do you think?
Can I say, duh, it's soft. I mean, come on.
Why are they soft?
Hard. It's so hard to even watch basketball nowadays because it's so soft. Like anytime LeBron James goes in there, he's going to get a foul. Anytime James Harden does his little Euro step, whatever you want to call it, is a foul.
You got the word
right.
right.
See, I'm pretty much a genius in every sport. But it's definitely soft. That's why there's records being broken all the time. All the triple doubles. Well, how the hell do you get all the triple doubles? Because if you touch them, it's a foul.
Okay, that's fair.
So, I mean, it is what it is. You guys can say it's not, but it is. Let's be real. I watch sport fights on YouTube, and the basketball ones back in the day are probably the best on YouTube fights for sports because they didn't play. They just Shaq and Barkley threw a basketball at them. What'd they do? They fought on them. They wrestled.
It's time to fight.
Yeah, it's time to fight. Right now, when the ball hit LeBron James in the head and he looked back, and I think it was Austin Rivers, got terrified. I was like, are you kidding me?
Sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was me. That was not me. Please don't do anything.
So you think it's too buddy?
Yeah.
And that was the argument John Wall was making.
It's kind of weak now. It's like, what happened to like the rivalries, like the Celtics, like Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett talked trash to anybody and everything, and he made it entertaining. It's not entertaining anymore. And people, everybody wants to say like, oh, they're all friends and stuff, but people don't want to see that. Honestly, people want to see the tensions and the rivalries and the kind of foul hard a couple times. I mean, obviously, we don't want no one to get hurt, but
sounds like
it's a little entertaining.
Oh, we don't want no one to get hurt. I almost died for this rink-a-dink setup.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I did not put that helmet
up there. That was the helmet I put up
That was
today.
this guy.
Trying to mix things up. That scared the bejeebers out of me.
Almost broke his picture.
I ain't worried about the picture. All right, but the only reason I think I think John Wall might be right. Like, I hear what you're saying. I understand it. But, like, all sports transition to a little softer of a game.
Oh, yeah, football's getting softer, too.
So, the only thing I have to say about John Wall's comment, dude, you're the problem, okay? You're the guy who's stepping out of your shower, slips and falls, and you're out for a whole season. So don't tell me about how other players are too soft. It's just you who are too soft. I don't care if that wasn't a worthy moment, but I'm going to do that anyway because John Wall, step your game up. You're the problem.
For sure, man.
That's all for our sports talk, I believe. College. We do want to jump into college, right?
Yeah,
I almost forgot because you're totally dressed like a douchebag.
Yeah, but this douchebag won this week. So let's bring up the Clemson Notre Dame game. I don't think Clemson loses that game if they have Trevor Lawrence. Everyone knows it. Everyone agrees with it. Notre Dame, I don't care for you guys. You guys suck. I have a bunch of friends that are Notre Dame fans.
Hate Notre Dame.
And just because
of college
just because of them, I hate Notre Dame. They think that's God's gift to college football. And it's like, okay, cool, dude. Rudy was great. Get over it.
Rudy wasn't great. That's the
Rudy
point.
was great. The movie?
The movie sucked too. We'll
No
get to that
way,
later.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
Rudy,
like,
the movie was
bore me out of my mind.
That's probably one of the best sports movies I've ever seen. I almost cry every time. But it's time to move on, Notre Dame. Who cares?
There's
You guys
gonna be
aren't relevant anymore.
There's going to be slow weeks where we talk about sports movies. I can't wait to have that debate because Rudy, oh my gosh. And the whole movie's fabricated. Like, just, I can't get started on that.
I love that
But
movie.
Clemson does win if they have Trevor Lawrence.
There's no questions asked.
It went double overtime. And the quarterback played well. So it's not his fault they lost. But Trevor Lawrence wins that game.
Yeah, he wins that game.
Notre Dame came in and they're like, hey, we're going to stop the run. And like you have a really good freshman quarterback, but he's gonna have to be this. Right. And he threw the lights out.
Right.
But
if Trevor Lawrence is in the game, that whole defensive game plan changes.
Yeah, they ran for like 50 yards. They were committed to stopping the run.
Let's talk about this other game that we want to talk about. I know he doesn't want to wear it because we like to do it, but the Oregon Ducks versus Stanford, I don't even know what they are anymore. Are they trees? Are they Cardinals? It's like, you guys are so smart. You guys are so smart. Just pick a damn mascot. How hard is it? You guys all doctors. It's like, shit, ain't that hard to pick a mascot. We know who we are. We're the Ducks. And let me tell you, don't forget about it because just like last year, we put an ass whooping on Stanford again. And I wish we would have made a bet. And I just want to show you guys.
We have before.
My jersey.
But no, let's be real. He just doesn't do laundry.
Beanie.
He doesn't do laundry, so his shirt wasn't clean.
It's beautiful. I know, guys. I know we have the best uniforms. We have the best uniforms and probably maybe the top 3 or 4 team in the NCAA. Is the Oregon's fault that Pac-12 didn't want to start till Christmas? No, but
yeah, it's not Christmas.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's that Oregon education. But so yeah, congrats. They did win. My only problem is I don't even know who went to Oregon. Like I know Tiger Woods went to Stanford. I know John Elway's from Stanford. We had Andrew. Christian McCaffrey's in the league still. Like, are there even any Oregon players in the league? Congratulations on winning this year, but you don't win at life, Oregon. You're not out here doing anything.
You got Joey Harrington, Marcus Mariota, the Flying Hawaiian. Come on,
Who are they? Both backups?
Come on,
you started for – okay, anyway, sorry. You know what? We have different views sometimes.
What's that guy's name?
Yeah, what's his name? He doesn't even know. We should just move on from college football.
It doesn't matter. Kyle likes to bring up the past a lot, you guys. When you guys start noticing these things,
the current.
He always wants to bring up the past. But I'm just going to throw this out there. Oregon won last week.
They did.
So
congrats.
That's all. That's pretty much done.
Congrats. We didn't bet, though, because someone didn't want to bet.
Because I kind of forgot that.
Yeah, we didn't really think that. They love us. We love them. Let's send it to commercial number 1. All right, I hope you enjoy a word from our sponsors right now.
In these unsafe times, we know protecting our loved ones is our top priority. Whether it be your mom, wife, daughter, sister, friend, and even yourself, Damsel with Vanessa helps put those worries at ease. Shop products from stun guns to pepper spray, striking tools to other security on the go. Visit Damsel with Vanessa on Instagram or Facebook for all your safety needs.
All right, thank you to that sponsor. We're going to jump into our fantasy talk now. Fantasy
is what my life's all about.
All right. If you want to trademark that song or copyright it, make sure
you ask us first.
Ask us first, and we'll probably say no.
Yeah, because that's what kind of guys we kind of are.
I mean, give us like a quarter, and we might say yes. Yeah. We need profit.
Exactly.
For the microphones.
No, we're not profit, but you can donate money to us.
I'm all profit. So hottest players in the NFL for fantasy right now.
So can I just throw it out there since he's on my team?
Antonio Brown?
No. Dalvin mother effing Cook.
Well,
my boy is cooking people.
Let's be fair. He's probably not doing that for every fantasy league, but you're tucking him in at night. You're reading him the bedtime story. So it's all the extra work you're putting in. I'm really proud of you for doing that.
We take pictures, selfies with each other, and
trade jerseys.
We trade jerseys, and
Jan, let me get that number 10.
Yeah, and I say, no problem, Dal. That's fine.
I call him Dal.
I call him Dal because we kind of have that bond.
That's cool.
And but let's go, Dalvin Cook.
All right, that might get loud on the podcast at times. You just got to understand, he's excited. Things are going different. Man. Oregon's winning. Dalvin Cook's doing good. So I take it your fantasy team won this week, right?
Yeah, definitely won this week. I put Billy's team. I just put him down.
I think everyone has lately.
And I feel bad for the guy. He's on six game or 5 game? 5 game losing streak right now. 6 games.
Yeah.
Oh man, sorry.
Well, and so what's crazy is 2 years ago, he had the worst record in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, he won the league.
Right.
This year, he's trending down again. So he went from worst to first, and he's going to go back from first
to maybe worse.
Probably worse.
But I don't know. Mike's holding that title pretty solid right now.
Yeah, poor Mike. So Cook is a fantasy relevant player right now.
Yeah.
Jan's going to keep reading him bedtime stories, so keep playing him.
Yeah, keep playing him because I'm telling you, the guy's getting a good night's sleep.
Who else you got?
I got Josh Allen. I thought he balled out this week. I feel like he's that guy that can do those things week in, week out. He had a tough couple games last 2 games before this game.
And a couple games are tougher than tough couple games.
Yeah.
Tough couple games.
And so I think he went up against the Seattle's secondary, which is
See, and I don't think
horrible.
He's hot. I think it's just anyone playing Seattle's D.
I mean, he threw for 400 yards, 4 TDs, and rushed. I mean, one of them was a rushing one, and he's put those numbers up before. At the beginning of the season, and he had a rough little patch, of a couple games. But I think he's also a guy that you want to put him in there. He's going to get it done.
So that's your quarterback pick. You got a running back pick. What else you got? I agreed with Cook. I don't know about if I'm ready to be like Josh Allen. Hot. Not yet.
I don't have another running back, but I have another quarterback.
Okay.
And then I'll let you do the receiver if you want to put one in there.
Yeah, I got a few.
Patrick Mahomes had another great game. And I mean, the guys have solid performance every time, unless they're just running the ball. But if it's a close game, you better believe Patrick Mahomes is probably going to get you 30 points or so.
Yeah, or at least mid-20s.
Yeah.
So that's the good part.
Right.
You always want your quarterback to be around 20, and if they're getting 25 to 30, it's like,
solid.
heck yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, a couple guys I had. I'm going to just start. I was going to, transition to this guy, but I want to start with him because I'm really excited about him.
Yes, we know.
This young ho is cool. All right.
Kicker?
The kicker. I don't care. I wanted to say his name first off, but he's had back-to-back double-digit games, and that young ho is cool.
Yeah, he's not bad. I've seen him kick a couple times, and it wasn't anything that I haven't seen out of a kicker.
No, it's just a kicker. But I just wanted to say his name. Young ho cool. All right. I might be saying it wrong too. I don't care. That's what I'm gonna call him. All right. But CMC, he's hot, and then he's cold because we don't know what that gimpy.
Yeah.
I'm fickle. I'm from Stanford.
Yeah.
I'm really athletic.
Perfect example. He got hit, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Stanford.
So maybe go back and get that Mike Davis if you don't have that handcuff yet, or is it Davis? Or I don't even remember.
Davis, yeah.
And he was on my team for a while, helping me get some dubs. But CMC, well, sort of. We already talked about it, and he hasn't had a game since that last Thursday game. But Devontae Adams, you're still not wrong. He is hot.
Yes.
He's so hot right now. He's on fire. Go get Devontae.
He's the baller.
Metcalf.
He's the only guy. Oh, Metcalf is my probably favorite receiver in the NFL right now.
Yeah, Megatron 2.0.
So how I said that last week, and you said it this week, and I don't feel like we should be calling him Megatron because I saw a thing on
the double bracket coverage.
Yes, and it's right. He's right. They're right. Until you get double bracket coverage, you're not a Megatron.
But that was on the 2
So maybe we'll call him a Bumblebee or something, or maybe Optimus.
Cool with that. I like
Bumblebee.
I like Bumblebee.
He's not there yet. He's not Optimus.
No, but Bumblebee had his own. He had his own movie. There's a franchise.
He's doing his own thing because it's 2020. He's killing it. Now he's just moving up. And then when he gets to that point, he could be an Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime's a baller, dude.
He doesn't have his own movie. I like the Bumblebee.
Yeah.
All right, you're still Megabot. You're still doing things for us. But Bumblebee,
Transformer.
Oh.
Bumblebee's a Transformer.
What's a Megabot?
I have no idea what a Megabot is.
Metcalf's a Megabot. That's why. Jacoby Myers, he has back-to-back double-digit target games. So if you're looking for a receiver that's obviously we've named off some great guys who everyone knows. But if you're looking for maybe stealing a guy who keeps getting targets, Cam Newton keeps throwing to this one guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, Edelman's out. I don't know how long, but maybe that changes. I think he's on the IR, right?
I think so.
So
I think he hurts something.
Jacoby Myers might be worth going and trying to get. He's hot right now. He's getting double-digit targets in back-to-back games. And that's all we ever look for, I feel like, is targets because your job's to catch the football, but we want to make sure you're involved in the gameplay.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what fantasy is all about. Another one that's an obvious one, but Kyler Murray, easily outperforming every quarterback other than maybe Russell and Pat Mahomes.
The guys I said, yeah.
And so Eddie, congrats on having one good player on your fantasy team. Not really. Eddie's got a good team, but
even the bobbleheads are a little happy for you. They're shaking.
Things are great. Sorry, I'm keeping this PG for the kids. I don't know why. I'm on one today. Players to trade. You got anybody?
So I think Mike Evans or Godwin. If you can trade them, I think you should, because guess who's coming? And he's going to take their targets away. Tom Brady's best friend, roommate, Antonio Brown.
Okay.
I think if you guys can trade him, get some value out of him, I think it's a good trade. If you have a couple receivers already. Godwin's been kind of hurt all year, so who knows? Who knows what he's going to do this year?
Yeah, he played last game with a broken finger. So.
Yeah, so I mean, he played, but as you can see, the Buccaneers offense was not very effective on their defense. So
I want to be transparent for our audience. I want to be honest. I want to be like what they need in their life, right? So how much of you are really all in on Antonio Brown, or how much of it's just like hopefully someone in the fantasy league's listening so I could trade him?
I'm all in on Antonio Brown.
For real.
I don't have him.
But you're doing your other one. But
yeah, I do him in our other one,
okay.
But I do. But I like him. I think he's going to be a guy, man. And I'm pretty smart in fantasy, and I'm always finishing the top 3 usually. And you guys should really listen to me. And we can have a segment of like, what would Jan do? And this is what he would do. He would pick up Antonio Brown and trade Godwin or Evans if I have him.
And actually, I mean, maybe Mike's feeling that same wavelength as you, because like we said, our league is always trading. Last time we had 42 trades. Since then, we've had we had one Sunday morning, so that's 43.
Yeah.
We've had 2 since then.
I just traded Bobby. I traded Thielen, and
so he doesn't even know. That's how much of a fantasy god he is. I just got Evans from Mike.
Thielen and Robert Woods. There you go. Sorry.
Okay. I just got Evans from Mike, so maybe he's feeling the same thing about you, or maybe he's just like, you know what? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Another one that I think should trade is Christian McCaffrey.
Trade
the reason
away?
why.
Trade him away or trade for him?
I'm going to say trade him away.
Okay.
Because trade him away before they find out on this shoulder, because he has value. If he gets hurt again, he's not going to have any value again. And I mean,
they might shut him down.
They might shut him down because of that. And so if you can trade him now before they announce what he has, you might be able to get some decent players for him, because I would be like, you know what, dude, I'll take the risk. I'll take it to see what happens. And you can get some players for him. If not, if you don't trade him, and next thing you know, he comes out and he has a really bad injury, and they shut him down for the rest of the year. Sucks for Bobby. I mean, that's just what it is, and it's a Bobby, and that would suck for him. So that's what I think.
And
I think that's what I would do.
So you need to trade for Antonio Brown, according to Jan. And so if you want to call in and blame anyone, send a nasty email. It's to Jan about Antonio Brown.
I'm willing to accept it.
Trade away Mike Evans, trade away Godwin, trade away CMC.
Yeah.
Okay. He might just be sprinkling on to try to get some trades in our league. I don't know.
Nice.
Here's mine. Jacoby Myers is a guy who I think I would trade for. Like, I want him on my team. Like, he's going to keep getting targets. Okay. They're going to keep being down. They're not a good team. Cam Newton likes to throw to him. Jacoby Myers from the Patriots. And then Terry McLaurin, is that how you say his name?
Scary Terry.
Of Team Washington. Go Team Washington. Those are guys you want to trade for, I think. Obviously, I don't think you have to give up a lot to get them. That's why I think they're kind of cool to trade for. Kind of like Antonio Brown.
Unless you're Levi, which that's who he has, Scary Terry, and for some he thinks that he's Mike Thomas. And
he might be, like, that's what I'm saying. He might be. And some people, so a lot of times people are big on names. So Scary Terry don't have that name yet. He should, but he plays for Team Washington. So no one's going to care because you play for Team Washington.
They have the bags on
them. The person who I think you should trade away, and it's not because I'm a hater. Like, I love my squad, but trade away Zeke. All right. You trade away Zeke because the last 3 games he's gotten 8 points. And 6 points.
Okay. Can
it's not changing. Hold on. I'll let you jump in. I promise. Calm down before you get your panties in a bunch. It's not changing. Get him off your team, like you said with CMC, while his name still holds value. Okay. Because you get 2 more of those games, it's like, I'm not like, you should drop Zeke. What do you mean trade for him?
I'm fiending.
I think Tony Pollard is taking, like, obviously Zeke is the more talented back. when things aren't going good, I think Zeke is a kind of guy who's kind of like, you know what? I'm checking out.
No, what were you going to say that? He's taking over whose position?
Zeke's. Let's be real.
You lost your damn mind.
Did you see
He's not better than Zeke.
I didn't say he's
He
better.
is not taking over Zeke's position either.
Okay, watch. Zeke's going to give it away because Zeke's one of those guys. All right, I love the Cowboys.
Can I rebuttal? Can I?
Did you watch? Hold on. Did you watch Tony Pollard last week?
Yeah, he did good. He did good.
He looked explosive,
Okay.
right? And so did Zeke. But the week before, Zeke didn't.
Okay, hold on.
And like Zeke's one of them guys who things ain't going great. Oh, my hamstring. It's your floor now. I got my speech out.
So Zeke didn't have a quarterback last week before Gilbert, right? He had Nucci. So what are they going to do? They're going to shut down Zeke. That's what their goal is because they're going to make him pass, which he can't even pass. The week before that, they had Dolan, but they didn't have a line. You know, this week they had a line, right? They had a quarterback that was doing something, and Zeke's coming off a hamstring or a growing injury. So I think he's going to have a bye week, and he's going to turn a corner because now they got a quarterback that can pass and kind of take control of the offense, and they got their two interior linemen back. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think Pollard looked explosive, but Pollard is fresh. He doesn't play that much. And that comes in the third game.
So that's another reason why I think like eventually it'll be Pollard. I just don't see dogfight in Zeke except for when he wants to have dogfight. Last game, I thought the whole Cowboys team looked like they had fight.
Right.
Usually, I see Zeke like sometimes Zeke goes down on first contact. I'm like, Zeke, you're the best running back in the NFL. Why are you going down on first contact? And so that's when it pisses me off. I feel like Zeke was saying he had a hamstring issue before the game, and that was like his best game all year. Right. And he still got 8 fantasy points.
I mean, I think he's going to turn a corner.
I hope
after
so.
the bye week.
I hope I'm wrong. I'm just saying that's how I look at Zeke.
You don't say that.
You don't say that. Are we due for a commercial yet, or are we still going?
No, we got a suicide pool. So we put together a suicide pool.
You did
week 8, I think it was. Yeah, week 8, and we got about $680 in the pot.
That's how much it is?
Yeah, 34. I want to say 34 players. Yeah, 34 players, and 2 were eliminated this week. I sure wish the Steelers would have lost because they would have took out probably 90% of the people still in it. And but we still have 22 people in it, and it's going to get interesting because a lot of the guys that are in it and girls have already picked the good teams.
Yes.
So it's going to get really interesting. The damn Miami Dolphins took out me and my wife. So
you're out?
Screw you, Dolphins. Yeah, I was out.
I saw Vanessa lost this week.
I lost the week.
Okay.
To the Dolphins,
so maybe you should come to me for your advice. And you know what? I have a lovely cousin who lives at the beach, Crystal Shagoya. And she was like, hey, Kyle, like, you're so smart. Like, I could ask Jan, but I'm asking you because, like, you're like, even though you're average at life, like, your house is crap and, you know, you don't have a good life. Your football. Yeah, she kind of came at my neck. I was like, calm down, Crit. But, so anyway, about the suicide pool, and that didn't really happen, but like, here's kind of my take on stuff. And these are conversations I've had with my stepdad, Kevin Stenson's forever before suicide pools and all that. Okay. You don't pick divisional games.
No, you don't.
Like, that's just like an unwritten law. Someone this week picked Saints against the Bucks.
Yeah.
And those are 2 good teams, so I don't know why you would pick that anyway. But also, divisional games.
She doesn't watch football.
Throw out what you know when it's divisional games. Because I remember when the Patriots used to be a dynasty and the Dolphins were 0-16 every year. The Dolphins played great games against the Patriots. Right. When the Niners were in the Super Bowl with Smith and Kaepernick, every year the Rams were bad and they were playing with the Niners. Right. Throw out divisional games. Do not pick a divisional game in a suicide pool. Yep. There's other choices there. The other things that I think, and this year, the Raiders beat the Chiefs. Crazy stuff happens in divisional games. All right, don't pick a divisional game.
Yeah. That's like rule number 1. Like,
that's rule number 1.
Like, don't ever do that. If you do that, I hope you lose.
Yeah. For the most part, take the home team. All right, a team has to travel. Different stuff happens, especially in the age of COVID. Don't pick the team traveling.
Yeah, you don't want to take the Rams playing in Miami like
that's a far plane ride.
Like someone did.
That's a far plane ride.
Not naming names.
Who did that? Not me, because I'm still in it, baby. Baby. And lastly, don't save a team for later. You might not make later. You know what I mean? You might not be around to be like, oh, man, I'm saving the Steelers. The Steelers were a 14-point spread on the Cowboys. The Cowboys covered, but they were the smart bet. Take the smart bet. All right, you're not playing the odds here, so just take the team that's supposed to win. And that's all I really want to say about the suicide pool. It's just kind of stuff that, like, it's like, what? Okay, you took that team? That's crazy.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck. Remember, if you're out of the suit, if you lost, you have to off yourself. It's a suicide pool.
Yeah, like.
I don't know why. I need a new podcast partner. I don't know why he's still here. That ends it for fantasy, right? So we're going to send it to commercial 2. Please take the time to visit our sponsor on their Instagram or Facebook page.
With all the craziness going on all around us, some nail salons open, but still maybe you're still unsure about going into one. Treat yourself or use this chance to show your favorite girl that you're thinking about her. Color Street is your answer. They are strips, 100% nail polish, easy to apply with no dry time. Simply remove polish remover. The price is so affordable, ranging from $11 to $13 and $14 for French. All online orders are buy 3, get 1 free. Head over to polishbykellysneed.com. That's polishbykellysneed.com.
Y'all know what time it is. It's J Money time.
J Money! Justin, so we know you kind of crapped the bed last week, but you want to talk about your last week's picks to us?
You know what? I apologize, you Cowboys fans over there. I do apologize.
Appreciate that.
But I am 1-1, and any gambler will take. I'm even. I didn't lose money, so I will take that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, happily.
So, I'll take your apology, and I'm going to throw it away because you should never bet on the Cowboys. All right, that's all I'm going to say. And so, what do you got looking at for this week?
So this week, I'm going with the Rams in Seattle. The Rams are actually favored by 2 points against Seattle. That's an easy pick. I'm taking Seattle to cover and to win the game. So I'm definitely taking them on. You can't stop Russell Wilson. Even though the Seattle's going to give up 32 points, the Seahawks are going to score 40, so it doesn't matter.
How do you bet that then? Because can't you take it to where you pick Seattle to just win outright? You don't need the points?
Yeah, there's a money line bet. So I'm taking the money line bet. I'm not even taking the points because I think they'll win easily.
Okay.
So that's easy bet for me. The second one is maybe surprising based on the game yesterday, but the Ravens and the Patriots. The Ravens are -7. I'm taking the Patriots to cover the points, so to lose by no more than 7 points.
That is surprising.
I think it'll be a close game. Yeah. Belichick always takes out the best player, so hopefully he can minimize Lamar and keep the game close.
Okay. Hopefully Lamar goes off.
Huh?
Hopefully Lamar goes off, fantasy-wise. Hopefully Lamar.
I hope he doesn't.
Those are interesting bets. I like that you kind of informed us about the money line because I always knew there's like, what if I just want them to win? And that pays out a little better, right?
Well, the thing is, if like a team's heavily favored, like the Ravens, I didn't see what the money line odds were, but they have they're -7. So the money line, say they're -400. So that means you would have to bet 400 to win 100. Oh. So it's really not a good bet. So what they do with the point spread, it's usually -110. So if you bet 110, you win 100. So it's a way better bet. So if you're sure the Ravens are going to win and win by 7 or more, you definitely take that bet over just betting straight the money line.
Okay, gotcha. One other thing I just wanted to other people who might not be up on betting like you are. I know a little bit just because my brother lives in Vegas, but talk about how the odds might change as the week goes on, right? Like right now it's -2 for the Rams, but that might change, right? So talk to us about that.
Yeah. So basically, if a lot of money, say Westgate or whatever the bookkeeper is, say a lot of money comes in on Seattle, and the way the odds makers win is they want they pick a side. So if all the money's coming out of Seattle, that means the spread's probably not right. So they readjust it. So people then start betting on the Rams because they need the money to equal out. Because if one wins, they need to win on either side. So if they have all the money on Seattle and Seattle, wins, then they have to pay out all those people, and they didn't have no money going against the Rams. So it kind of levels out based on the bets prior to the game.
I feel smarter already.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go put a couple grand down on in Vegas.
Let's go.
I feel like if Justin spots me, I'm ready to put a couple grand down in Vegas too.
Let's go. I'm so down.
All right, well, you don't want my picks because I'm doing this ringer one where I don't know how to bet I don't know how to bet the odds. Like I do bad every week. 2 out of 5. I got 4 out of 5 one time. Yeah. So I'm doing bad.
I think if I had to pick a bet, I'm looking at the Bills at the Cardinals. The Cardinals are a negative 1.5, and I think the Bills would cover that. I think the Bills are going to beat them. So
I agree with that. I think that's a good bet. I agree with that.
See, dude, I'm ready. Sign me up.
No longer average. I love it.
Let's go.
Thank you, Justin, for improving our worth in this world.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm loving the show.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
We'll talk to you later.
Third sponsor?
Third sponsor.
Here you go. Pew, pew, pew.
If you're looking to relax and unwind, Minos Company can help with your natural bath salts and soy wax candles. Grab some bath salts to enhance your bath after a workout, or a candle to fill the house with the holiday scents. You can contact her through her Instagram page, Minos Company, MINOSCOMPANY. That's her Instagram page for Minos Company.
All right, thank you to our sponsor. We appreciate you. We hope you guys end up visiting that site. It's important to us, right?
Yeah, it is important to us, and it's important to people that are, sponsoring us through this great time in our lives.
For sure.
So, what our next thing is local sports, and Tyrone Crawford, went out there and blocked a PAT. Was it?
He blocked a PAT.
Yeah,
he got close to a field goal.
He almost blocked every kick.
Yeah, he was in there like 3 different times. One of them he blocked it. Where's he from?
He is from Bakersfield College.
Yeah, so
BC guy right there.
We rep him.
He's from Canada.
But we still rep it.
He's a BC guy.
This.
Oh,
I'm just worried about safety.
Yeah, because good idea. Good
earlier in the show. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Tyrone Crawford, that was super cool. That was on the pro level.
I played with them. We both played with them, and it's awesome to see those things.
We didn't plan this. Can I tell my Tyrone Crawford story?
Go ahead.
Okay, you heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Tyrone Crawford, right? We're both at BC together. I'm playing running back. I'm like the 8th string, 10th string running back. But I'm there at practice. He's there at practice. We're doing our individual meetings, and Coach Chudy comes in, the head coach of BC. He's like, hey, guys, this week I need you guys to start cutting my guys. They need to get used to being cut. They know they got to get their hands down. We've been talking to them about it. Just make sure you start doing it. They know you're going to do it. Just make sure you start cutting it. And we're like, all right, yeah, cool. So we know we got to cut them. We go out to practice that day. We're doing drills. Finally, we're doing drills, offense, defense, like starting D against the scrum so they could just feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
Scrum, Tyrone Crawford, strategy. He comes flying in, and I'm doing what Coach told me to do. At them legs, and I get him, and he flips like he's flying, right? And then he lands, he gets up, okay, mother, let's go. And I'm like, sub, time for a sub.
Good choice on the sub.
Got to make, these helmets aren't that strong, right? And best believe I left it on the rest of the game. So that's my Tyrone Crawford story, my claim to fame.
That's awesome.
I got one good play against
that's awesome, dude. You could say that guy that blocked that PAT, I cut him once.
It
cares? It doesn't matter.
And then I made the smart life decision.
Does it matter if it was in practice? No, it doesn't.
Transitioning. We'll jump around a little bit. We'll come back to the NFL with one more guy.
Yeah.
But Garces announced their football schedule.
Right on. Don't know who they're playing because I don't know what's their. I know it's a bunch of teams not in Bakersfield. So
that's the cool thing. So they did announce their schedule, and on their schedule, the first 5 are like those private school kind of warm-up games. And the back 5 were the league games. It was Centennial, it was Stockdale, Liberty.
Oh, it was?
It was.
Okay.
So I reached out to one of their coaches, lives down the street from you, good guy, coached me at Eastside.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, so KHSD, did they approve for, are they going now? And he's like, well, we're hoping, but in all honesty, it might not happen. And if it doesn't happen, we have other private high schools that we're going to lined up in case it doesn't happen.
Nice.
But they have a schedule. we're excited because it's high school football. We need some of that.
We need something, we do.
Yeah.
How's that head feeling?
Oh, man, I haven't done a helmet in a while. Is it too late to sign my kid up at Garces? Would you do that? Like, how do you feel now? Like, you've had your team at Frontier forever. Like, if your kid's going to Frontier, you've been there for 4 years.
And you want him to play.
You're a senior. You're a senior. Those are your boys. But do you send them to Garces?
No, I don't, because I'm going to send them to Bakersfield Christian. That's where.
Okay, so
that's exactly.
But you're still sending them.
I'm sending them to a private school, so at least he can get some. If he's great, great. If he's not great, I'll still send him so he can get out there, go play football, have fun.
I wonder if those schools are taking them. Like, it would, like, I get it why you might not, because it's like we already started our schools. We're not, these guys are already committed to it, but like they're kids, right? So I think it'd be cool if they open their doors. And I mean, who knows? Garces doing the right thing. I'm just kidding. If you're from Garces.
I mean, why can't they play, right? I mean, the NFL's playing, the college sports are playing. Why can't they play? I understand why they can't because of liability.
That's above our budget. But I think Garces is doing a really cool thing for the kids. Just hope ideally nothing's going to happen. I think that's awesome for their students. And
I hope they get to play.
Exactly. One more thing to talk about locally. You had a question that you rattled off for us. Derek Carr. Are the Raiders for real? That was your question.
Derek Carr, Bakersfield guy, man. Got to give him some credit. He's taking the Raiders to the next level, I feel like, and I hate the Raiders. I wish he was on another team.
He's still rocking the black and silver, just like he did at Stockdale.
Yeah, he went to BCHS. His brother David went to Stockdale.
Man, why am I mixing up? I drive two different cars sometimes.
And so
my bad.
I think he's looking good, man. I mean, the Raiders are 5-3. I mean, it's the first time the Raiders are 5-3, probably in like 20 years. I just wish he was on a different team so I could root for him. And I root for him because he's a Bakersfield guy. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I hate the Raiders. My cousins, all our cousins are Raider fans, and we don't like them.
Yeah. So we don't even like our cousins.
But, I think they're pretty decent. I think they have a chance to make the playoffs. And so we'll see. It's
like you took the words out of my mouth with everything you said. Like, it was crazy how in sync we were on that one.
Except for like the David Derek high school thing.
I'm an average dude. I'm allowed to make a mistake. Everything else has been A+ so far. I almost killed myself, dropped me down a little bit.
Yeah,
I slipped up on the cars. Which car I'm driving? Dropped me down a little bit. I'm at the seat. I'm here. I'm at the average spot.
Let's do it.
All right.
Sorry, I had to do it.
You're good.
Thanks, man.
All appropriate. That's why it's there in the middle. Right. I want Carr to go to a team where I can root for him. I can't root for him on the Raiders. I'm like, oh, Carr did good. Cool. They won. Dang it. Like, I don't want the Raiders to win. I'm cool if Carr does good. I just want and he's going to be a Raider. Yeah. Because I'd want to keep him as my quarterback. And why wouldn't you want to play close to home? Why wouldn't you want to continue playing for an organization that wants you? But I want him to go to another team so I can root for him. Like you said, good for you, Tyler. Good for you, Uncle Chris. Whoever the other Raiders in our family might be. But no, they're not for real. Carr might be a good quarterback. I'm not saying the Raiders are for real, though. On to the next one.
Really?
Next.
I wish the Chargers would have beat them just because I like Herbert.
I wish he'd go to the Chargers and start over Herbert.
No.
I can root for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you know what time it is.
What time is it?
It is Bobby of the Week.
That's always a good time.
And our Bobby of the Week goes to Phillip Rivers. And you know what they say, man? The older you get,
the harder you fall.
The harder you fall.
Is that what they say?
And that's what they say. And if you guys saw the Colts game, him trying to tackle the guy that
you're going to see it on the YouTube.
Okay, yeah. And it was pretty sad.
Old man Rivers.
What made it better is he actually, when he's laying on his back, he actually reaches to grab for his leg.
It was another Daniel Jones moment, right? Falling in completely open field. It's like, run much?
Yeah, and then after that, he just lays there. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. But hey, mad props to Phillip. He's a guy. He's probably a Hall of Famer, but, he's our Bobby of the Week.
Congratulations on the Bobby of the Week, Phillip. And
so our SOL wheel category will be happening. Oh, no.
Yeah, we're just a little behind on the SOL wheel.
Okay,
but we were supposed to have one this week, but we pushed the show forward, right? Me and Bobby have that game scheduled
Friday.
for basketball. It's Friday. At what park?
We don't know.
I don't know, because Bobby, I'm leaving it up to Bobby. Bobby, get your home court advantage. Like, whatever you want, Bobby. Bobby's like, oh, well, I don't know my courts like I used to. It's like, Bobby, pick a court.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Pick court.
It could be your son's
don't
little shack court, like the little one. Who cares, Bobby? Pick a court.
I can't wait for this game.
Like, I'm an average dude, but he's a D dude. He's a D student. He's the Bobby.
He's the Bobby.
He's going to get the Bobby of the week next
Right.
week when he loses.
Yes.
And then he's going to spin. So he's going to get the Bobby of the week. He's going to spin the wheel.
And have to. It's just going to be a
Life
bad,
is tough.
It's going to be a bad
Life
day
is tough when
for
you're Bobby. You run your mouth. You're just lesser. Just lesser.
Yeah.
And you can be a good person. I'm not. He's a good person. Chill out.
And we
Calm down.
we can
We
take
love
bets
Bobby.
on this if you guys want to as well. You know, you can put.
Well, they don't know who. They've never seen a Bobby, so they
that's
might
right.
be looking
You're
at me
right.
and being
You're
like,
right.
"I'm not taking the blimp. Like, I'm not taking that guy." But like, I mean, if you saw Bobby, trust me, smart money stays here.
Yeah. Exactly.
In house,
Exactly.
smart money stays in house.
Exactly.
That wraps up our show for this week. We appreciate you guys. Episode 2 will be out on YouTube, Spotify shortly. Make sure you visit the website for a shirt.
Yep. Make sure you visit the website for the shirt. And like I said, when we get 12, we will put an order in. Not 9, 10, 11, not even 13.
There you go.
So 12.
And we'll communicate with you too. There's different areas where you drop your number or email or whatever, and we'll make sure that we stay in touch. It's not like we forgot about you. We just need to make sure we get 12. All right? Sound good?
Yep.
Episode 2.
Average
We're average dudes. Let's go.